Dive into topics, make new best friends. So grab a seat, get ready to go on the Glitz Podcast Show. Let's enjoy the flow. We'll discuss the latest trends and news. Laugh and debate, leave your feels. Tim the man is your host. We'll keep the energy high. Putting tunes and stories that will touch the sky.
Mr. Davis ain't know I could dance. That's what
Shit, you can't. You can't.
Mr. Davis, he jealous. That's that jealousy.
I ain't even in the dance, but that shit you just got to do it. Yeah, you gotta let that go.
JT, that's called jealousy, JT.
I think Mr. Davis might finally have a point on this show.
He'd say what?
He might have a point.
Davis finally might have a point on this show.
Oh yeah, every now and then I come with a nugget.
Every once in a while, you got it, brother.
I appreciate it.
He got it. He got a nugget.
I told you. I don't want to be the smartest one in the room. I want to learn too. Fuck.
Wow. You hear that, JT? You hear that?
That other shit get boring, man. You can't always be leading. That shit be boring as fuck.
Oh,
that's like we in the gym.
For sure.
Be ahead of the pack, huh?
Hey. Sometimes, hey, motherfucker have more meaningful conversation than others. That's all I can tell you. Shit, I roll with the punches.
Hey, it ain't your fault you was the smartest guy in the room.
Who?
You.
Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of that room, brother. Yeah, that's a waste of my motherfucking time if I'm the smartest nigga in the room.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Because, nigga, I want to learn too. Shit, what the fuck you mean?
If you smartest guy in the room, you got to take advantage of that, baby.
Nah, you lie. That's somebody else taking advantage of that. Ain't got shit to do with me.
Say
nah,
no way,
brother, I
Jose,
want to know.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get into this here. We got a good show for y'all tonight. Like, subscribe, share. Education. I got the two most educated guys in the big OHIO.
Can't get some shit started for real.
They should be able to answer your questions in the process of doing the podcast. But let's get started and let's see what's going on out here in the world. Maybe y'all can help us. But let's see. Bear with me, y'all. I'm gonna skim through this, and hopefully it.
My kids have not eaten in 5 days. It is the taxpayers' responsibility to take care of my kids.
Trump done cut them food stamps out.
On the 10th day of the government shutdown, the director of the Office of Management and Budget says federal firings are now underway. Russ Vought just tweeted the following one-line sentence. He said the rifts have begun. It's, of course, an acronym that means reduction in force.
Tonight, if you or someone you know is upside down or underwater on your car loan, you're not alone. At least that's based on new numbers from Edmunds, an online resource helping people buy and sell vehicles. Experts there say that 1 in 4 vehicle trade-ins carry negative equity.
Now, according to a new Goldman Sachs report, 40% of working Americans are now living paycheck to paycheck. If current trends continue, Goldman Sachs estimates that 55% of Americans will be living paycheck to paycheck by 2033. Another 40% of Americans state that they are not making meaningful progress on saving for retirement, which is completely disastrous.
So they say 2 million is getting cut off this month for the scamps. I'm about to go find out if I'm in that number, in that ratio.
It's been day 5 and I have not received no food stamps. My disability checks is on hold. My cash benefits is not coming no more. They're still pending. It is the taxpayer's job to pay for my kids to eat and for my kids to be taken care of. I have over 2,000 followers on TikTok and I can't get not one person to send me 50 cents. If you're watching a video and you can't send me nothing, I'll block you.
Nearly 20.
You need to learn how to make some money for yourself right now, fam. You better learn it now. You keep saying, oh man, you speaking in a high language and I can't. You better get hooked on phonics for trading. We heard Jerome Powell 2 weeks ago say the job market and the price instability is on the lower tiers of the economy. The labor market is sliding. Increased worry about labor market outlook. Watch this. We have, for this quarter coming up, they're expecting 25% less jobs than anticipated. 25?
Big old kerfuffle.
So I just realized something. The job market is needed, and I'm going to explain why. I'll say 3 or 4 years ago, you put in a job application, at least five job applications. 3 of those will call you back, do an interview, and 2 of those will offer you a position. Now, in the year of 2025, I'm going to be transparent with you. I'm trying to look for a position that offers more responsibilities, higher pay, right? So within the last 2 to 3 months, I have put in at least 60 job applications. And out of those 60 job applications, I have received 2 callbacks. And out of those 2 callbacks, I have had 2 phone screenings and nothing else. What are the accolades that I have under my belt for?
Unfortunately, they marketed the accolades to you and you fell for it. You fell for the marketing. You fell for the good old 1-2-1-2, the razzle dazzle, the shucky ducky, the look over here, the look over there, the 3-card mind suitable to be head of household. And once again, those black men were not even equally yoked with you as white men. So here we go. You're in a very tough situation. These white men ain't running to marry you, and they're definitely not going to hold you up in a financial downturn. Because we're not the only ones who will look you dead in the eyes and ask you the dreaded question of accountability. What do you bring to this table?
Black women and white men are more or so equally yoked in the grander scheme of things. No shade out there. I know y'all probably both like, what the hell? But that's
explain your math.
All right.
Explain your math.
All right.
It's a nice building. Nice building.
All right.
Beautiful gowns.
Listen,
beautiful
gowns is crazy. When you look at where black women fall, at least household wise, head of household, education, leading the education right now, the responsibilities that we have, most of the time, we're a little bit closer to each other in understanding.
I don't begrudge you for what you want. I just ask, can you get it? I don't begrudge you for what you want. I just ask you, can you get it? And that one came through. I want a white man. The question is, do they want you? I'm gonna tell you something. I have so many white clients who watch these broadcasts, and a lot of white guys are just pissed. They're like, who do these women think we are? A lot of white guys get pissed when they hear me out. I'm gonna be honest. And they even start making videos. Stop pedestalizing me because I'm white. You even see videos now where white guys are like, what are you? All you got is pussy to bring to the table. And if you want to see something funny, see a woman who turns around and black men and say, I want a white man, and then watch her get checked by a white man. It's just like the Bruce Banner walking away in The Incredible Hulk. Dead ass. They're like,
let's deal with this moving goalpost. Parents, higher median earnings.
Him is what you need right now. You dig?
I could not be a man dating in 2025. You said you only date men that pay all your bills. I gotta go half with you on a rent to take you on a date. You don't cook. Oh, you can't cook. You need $1,000. You need me to pay for your BBL. Your homegirl said my chain fake. Your homegirl lived with her mama.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and
Your mic ain't on.
Yeah, that's what dating looks like in 2025. What that young lady just described. She's saying that's what it's like being a man. It's just too much. Trying to. You got to do too much. You got to do way too much. That's what it looked like. They think it's easy. But I want to get to like the government workers being terminated. What's your opinion on that? And how do you think it affects you any? The government shutdown and stuff. The workers being, I don't understand why they terminating the workers.
Mr. Davis, you want to go first because I that's such a loaded question and I want to go off. But I'll yield the floor to you, good brother.
Nah, go off, Liz. You might well crank it up.
Yes. Why is
Okay.
these government workers being terminated?
Look,
Because they ain't
every
falling
week
in
I
line,
got.
bro.
They ain't falling in line.
All right.
They're
Well,
not falling in line.
now hold on, because y'all can help me. I don't understand. What does it mean when they get furloughed? What is that?
It's like being laid off.
Okay. Okay.
Now,
With
the
no
difference
pay.
between being laid off, it could be permanent, it could be temporary. Being furloughed,
Okay.
you're
Okay.
laid off, and more than likely you're not coming back.
And you're not getting
So
paid.
I've been a boss, and because of funding for schools, whatever, and I'm sure Mr. Davis had experienced that, we don't have enrollment. We have to reduce the workforce. We have to let go of qualified teachers. We have to let go of support staff, and then teachers who are paid to be teachers have to fill in, whether it be the kitchen, whether it be bus duty, dismissal duty, outside of what they do, so we can make sure we have coverage. I feel no sympathy for certain people in this country that voted against their own interests. We didn't vote against our own interests, and the turnout poll said that. However, people voted on I like the way he treats minorities, get rid of the immigrants, to get ready to turn back the Voting Rights Act, to get ready to turn back the Civil Rights Act of 1954. Everything these people wanted to see going against 13% of the population for their own benefit, but now their benefits are getting cut. Now they don't have their WIC, they don't have their Medicaid, and it's all because of the person that they love for hating black people. You so worried about 13% of the population, you shot yourself in the foot, dumbass. And
But
even
but
in
this but to me this is what's important to them. The fact that they can keep America white again. They don't care if they under his thumb as long as we're up under them. And that's where it's headed though. When that job market thing ain't no fluke. You got to understand something. If you get rid of all of these immigrants, that so-called immigrants that got jobs, you losing damn near $100 billion in the economy. So if you ain't generating no business, you ain't hiring no motherfucking body. You see what I'm saying?
Before you go
no,
any
but you're
further, Mr. Davis,
exactly right.
hold on,
And
JT. I'm going to catch him right there, right where he at, and then you can ask me. Because I got a stat here. You know me, I'm a stat man. 300,000. I mean, let me ask you this question. Do you think this is also, either one of y'all can answer this, also focused towards getting the black women out of the workforce as well?
Yes.
And getting
That's
them
why.
back in the home.
That's why, like that lady said, that's why you got qualified motherfuckers ain't getting callbacks. Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna fill them slots with white people.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And then it'll filter down. But here go the problem. I wouldn't say it in a long time. The days of black women eating for free is coming to.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by that?
I mean the jobs where they're working from home. You know what I'm saying? Them jobs where they basically ain't had shit to do but give a couple orders and getting them big ass checks. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. You know the ones they tell you about. I love my job. I do A, B, and C. I really don't do nothing. Them jobs over. When you look at the fact that 106,000 black women lost their job in the first month, them was good jobs. Pay attention to what we looking around. If you're not a podcast or you ain't on TV or some shit like that, jobs are scarce, brother.
Yeah, that's true.
And everybody talking about what they wouldn't do. Shit, you ain't gonna go hungry neither.
But to piggyback on what you just said, 300,000 black women have left the labor force in 3 months. It's not like you say, and it's not a coincidence.
No, it ain't.
Go ahead, JT. You was gonna say something.
I mean, it's very transparent. Letitia James, Jasmine Crockett, the examples of black women, even the Federal Reserve Governor, we talked about Lisa Cook. There are multiple examples that have been highlighted in the media that show you that it is a witch hunt to destroy black women first. Again, they realized after 400 years the black woman is going to be the head of the black family. They went after the black man with the war on drugs. How many black men have been incarcerated? How many black people have been charged with murders they didn't commit? It's a very simple game plan. You thought the black man was the head of the house, and he hasn't been for centuries. Secondly, you realize now if the black man isn't the head of the house, the black woman is. So they get rid of DEI, and the majority of beneficiaries of those DEI programs were who? Black women. They'll sit there and look at Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson and say she was a DEI hire. The first black woman on the Supreme Court in history, in 250 years of history, the first black woman on the Supreme Court. If you don't understand it, it's a conspiracy, to move qualified black men out of the workforce who will take charge, who are the best administrators. Secondly, the black women that have chose alternate career paths in corporate law or corporate society, 500, government, anything other than being a teacher or a social worker or a daycare provider. They are moving them out. There are certain roles that this government wants black people in. They want me and Mr. Davis to stay retired because they know the impact we make on black youth. They don't want to see us come back.
They want to look. They want to keep hiring uncertified teachers just to have warm bodies in the spot till all of these schools being taken over by charter schools to have some affiliation with jails.
Brother, if you ain't hit the nail on the head, you just did. And you think about it, and what people aren't understanding, you cut the Department of Education, right? You get rid of that per Trump's rule. We already got rid of over 3,000 Department of Education workers, right? So Department of Education standards fall to the states. If you're in a red state particularly, how many black male administrators are going to get their shot? They're not. They'd rather put an unqualified white person in those positions with no cultural competency, with no understanding of the social dynamics, the family dynamics that our children come from, and then try to educate them. You cannot educate the whole person without first dealing with the trauma, the hurt, and everything they're going through because they're not paying attention if they're hungry. They're not paying attention if they're getting their ass beat every day. It's a ploy. So and that's how and why we talk about the rising of the YNs.
So
because there's nobody here anymore.
And I think that's terrible because that's so glorified in such a negative way. You know what I'm saying? You see things YNs off the chain and you giving them credibility for nonsense. You understand what I'm saying? And the more you feed, more people feed in, social media feed into it, it's going to be a big thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about it seems like what the YNs ain't paying attention to. The motherfucker get on that 25, 4 consecutive life sentences, motherfucker. No, man. No, I ain't got that time left. Yeah. I'm talking about it's ridiculous some of the time they giving these motherfuckers and they shrugging it off.
It's a game. Yeah, they think it's a game. Now I'm gonna ask you this before we move on to the next subject. Because Mr. Davis stated that it was 106,000.
No, that was in the first month.
That's what I'm saying, in the first month. And I gave a stat of 300,000 in the last 3 months. I'm just asking y'all to give me your opinion. Do you think women will actually go back to go into their actual place in the home behind the man that can provide for them?
You ready?
Because
first of all, it ain't gonna be no provide for no more. It's gonna be we gonna make it together. We gonna make each other.
That's what I'm asking. Do you think these women with the mindset and the thought process of 2025, you think they gonna go back and say, you know what, I made a mistake, black man. I'm ready to be
heard that last number. If they know that at 2033 the motherfucker's gonna be cracked. That's all I can tell you. So you better get back with some people. You better start understanding at the end of the day, it's not that it ain't gonna be the provide shit no more. It's gonna be the way it was, nigga. I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna make sure we eat this and that and this and that. But here go the problem that you gotta understand.
Wait a minute. So the 50-50 thing is gonna come back to life then.
That ain't gonna come back because they go to thing. This is what you ain't understand. The man might not want the broad.
That's JJ. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
See, that's where y'all get it to. You always want to believe that one or the other got a choice. Two people in that motherfucker, it may not be that simple.
So you say some particular women missed they opportunity at a particular man.
Yeah, but you got a lot of guys now that's looking at it like we looking at it. You only coming back.
Yeah,
because of A, B, and C.
Okay, gotcha.
You ain't coming back because you miss me or you know that you got that feeling again. You come back because you want to eat.
That's right. JT, what you think about this, man? You think women to go back to their rightful place, knowing that
First of all, you
they out
keep
of the
saying rightful place. You ready to get something started, ain't you?
in their rightful place, JT, knowing that they no longer can provide and say, I don't need a man because I make $150,000, $200,000, or I make more than the man. Now you know you need it.
Of a year, bro. There's no such thing as a rightful place for a woman. I know historic. There is no rightful place. It's about
there's a woman. She should be by his side, rightful place, right?
Okay,
you think that one woman should be by his side?
Yeah, by the side. I think she should be by your side. I think she should be by your side, not behind you.
That's not what you alluded to, but I'm gonna let that slide. I'm gonna let it slide. I mean, don't speak me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get this shit out of here, man. I believe in women's rights. I'm a firm believer that a woman can go out here and do whatever a man can do. I mean, maybe outside of construction and police work, but other than that, like, you know, go get your bag. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean because she getting the bag, that's gonna hinder me from getting mine. They calling me to come back to the streets for a reason, because I do what I do, and I'm fucking good at it.
So you think they're gonna go back to their rightful place, though, JT? That's the question.
Where's their rightful place?
I mean, wherever he say, I want to hear what he say.
There's no such thing as a rightful place for a woman, bro. And I'm not gonna subscribe to that because you ain't about to get.
It's not by your side though. That's all I can tell you.
So where they go? Where do they go, y'all? I'm asking. I don't know. Y'all can be. Where do they belong?
Are you asking if they historically want to rebuild the roles of the black family? And they man who's making less than them cannot give
JT.
Yeah, go back to that.
That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted.
But see, this is the problem. You want to be a protector of a woman. You can't protect her if she's standing beside you, brother. You can't protect her if she's in front of you. The only way you can protect her is she motherfucking behind you. Now, if she want to stand beside me, that means she want to be equal to me. You protect your goddamn self. That's all I can tell you. Because motherfucker come up with a pistol, he ain't gonna pick no same. If he shoot, you want me to jump in front of that motherfucker when you're supposed to be back here. I'm just being honest. If I'm your protection, allow me to protect you. But if you on the same side as me, then that means we equal. That means, like you say, you should be able to take that bullet for me.
No, that don't mean you're equal because she on the side of you.
What do you mean?
Because she still has a role to play. She still
and her
always
role.
But hold on, she's still gonna be authority-wise under you. She has to know that, though. I'm talking about a woman that understands that. I ain't talking about a woman.
If you and your wife walking down the street, if you and your wife walking down the street, and you holding her hand side by side, and dude run up on you and pull the pistol on her, how you gonna protect her?
By disarming this man, trying to disarm this man.
A lot of work. Chaz behind me. Let's figure out how we're gonna work this out.
That's how you do it. I mean, I'm just asking y'all.
I'm just saying, hey.
Yeah.
But here go the next problem that people ain't really looking at. Even when, just like you say, our people gonna get back together, you got a broad.
Yeah.
Listen, you got a broad that's made over $150,000 for the last 5 to 10 years, right? Can you imagine her debt? Can you imagine, nigga, all the shit she owe? Who the fuck want to sign up for that?
So
now, Mr. Davis, you hit the nail right on the head. And here's the thing, Tim. What those stats didn't explain to you is the spending habits of the American people. All these subscriptions we have to YouTube, HBO Max,
DoorDash, nigga.
Not the DoorDash.
We get some cash and we blow it. Now I'm losing off of Social Security disability in my retirement. It's enough to take care of me. But you're talking about adding abroad and her 8 kids that she come with?
The nigga said 8. He said 8 from the gate.
We got 5 more. They might hide a couple of her at their grandma's house. I'm just saying.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but I got to be able to pay for that. Yeah. I want to go on vacation. I want to go to Mexico. Bitch, go to hell.
You know, it's a package deal. It's a package deal.
Well, I'm not getting into that conversation.
Well, watch this. But you know, them deals change, don't they? When ain't nobody buying that shit off the shelf, nigga, you get a discount.
we walk through the mall. My wife be like, can we stop at Mac real quick? I need some makeup. All right. Break out a tube of lipstick talking about 99.99. I'm like, man, if you don't take your ass to Walgreens and get that $5 lipstick,
That's
bro.
that shit that break your lips out, man. They don't need.
Oh my goodness, that break your lips
I'm
out.
just
Oh my.
saying. I'd rather you look like you got herpes and you spend $100 on
Nah,
Oh
some.
hell
my
no, I'm
goodness,
not.
you don't want that
Nah,
lipstick.
JT, I ain't bad.
Definitely
You
don't
hear
want
what he
that one.
said? Did you
Yeah, I
hear what he
heard.
said, man? He
I'm about to
said,
move on to the next
he said, you
subject.
rather look like she got.
Oh my goodness.
For $5.99 versus $100, my nigga, I'm just saying.
Oh my
I can't do it.
No, we can't go there. They got to get. I don't know if it's got to be 99 chucks, but they
All
can't
right,
get the $5 one, man.
we're gonna move on to
You
the
go and
next.
get it. I'm gonna get it.
We're gonna move on to the next subject. In the video, the man talked about it's a high rate of repossession of cars right now. I say 1 in 4 cars are carrying negative equity, according to Edmunds Car Company. Edmunds is a company that keeps track of the sellings and the goings of cars, as far as the equity and things of that nature. You can look it up and see exactly how they operate. But knowing that, let's say you know you got a car that got negative equity in it, and you just, you just lost your job. I mean, you got negative. Is you gonna give it back, or you just gonna keep driving that joke? I mean, it's got negative equity.
Well,
You
first of all,
already,
bro, all jokes aside, when you drive a car off the lot, you done threw 10 grand out the window.
yes, it loses about 10 to 14%.
Now,
The
why?
minute
Hold
it
on.
hit the double yellow line on the street.
Okay, but you go 30 days.
Uh-huh.
Now you about 15, 20 grand into that car, especially if it's new.
Mm-hmm.
So you upside down that motherfucker after you drive it off the lot.
But watch this though. You go into a dealership and you get a car that they selling to you based on the market for way more than what it's even appraising for. Then you get it, and now you go to try to resell it. You got negative equity. You upside down, like you say. Even worse than what you're saying after you hit the street and 30 days or whatever. So he's saying that the guy from Memphis, or the guy who reporting it, saying it's like 1 out of 4 people running around with cars in negative equity and getting repossessed. I mean, this is like ridiculous.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is that the foreclosure rates on homes are mirroring the repossession statistics of automobiles. See, people don't really understand that they're upside down. And that extra $2 or $3 that you're paying for Pop-Tarts at the grocery store contributes for your inability to pay for your home and your car. Because the price of consumer, bro, Trump's tariffs are costing the American family now, because a new round just went into effect yesterday, $4,400 extra dollars.
And then he finna hit. Then he talking about hitting China with 100%.
No, not again.
Everything they love come from China, nigga. Hair, weave. Listen, they all these little brunches and shit like that. All of that shit got to stop. But when you ask why this shit getting repossessed, nigga, they losing their job. And you figured the first thing they send back is the car.
Yeah.
The next thing gonna be the crib, because the crib go take over.
Yeah.
But
so I'm gonna be as honest as I can be. In the last 6 months, due to financial mismanagement between me and my spouse, it wasn't like the money wasn't there. We didn't protect the house. We separated. I ended up in a hotel. Got up to go get the water out my truck. You know what I'm saying? Because I needed some water, hydrate or whatever. Been drinking a little bit. My car was gone. I love my fucking car. I had a Jag truck. So here's the thing. I'm renting right now a room in a 3-bedroom home. Thankfully, it's from somebody I know. He do his thing. I do mine. It's cool. I had to buy a Ford Explorer. I haven't bought an American car since 1999. And it's an Explorer. I mean, I like it. It's clean. It's cool. It does what it do. It's 2020. It gets me where I need to go. But it's not like that Jag.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I lost everything. I lost everything due to the economy, due to poor relationship.
When you talk about that other than your home and your family and shit like that, all that other materialistic shit, you JT now. You can pull up in the motherfucking Nissan Maxima 2012. It's still gonna be you. Don't get me wrong. I understand the expectation you have for yourself.
For sure.
But at
And
the end of the day, what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about you per se. I'm talking about.
but I'm just saying I'm American. I'm an American that has suffered that.
Oh,
I tried to work with my lender. I tried to work with the guy. I tried to do everything I could do to save my home and save my car. But at 50 years old, this is where I'm at.
Yeah,
that's
cars
fair.
are material
That's
things,
fair.
like Mr. Dave said. Yeah,
But I'm just
you can
saying,
always
like
get another.
at the end of the day, everybody gonna have to have a reality check.
Yeah, you can get another one of them. They make
No,
penny
I
a
ain't just
dime
talking
a
about the
dozen.
things. I'm just talking about period with the way you spend money. Like I say, nigga, going
Oh
to get
yeah.
your hair done,
Oh
$250
yeah.
hair. That shit got to stop. You talking
Yeah,
about
5 times a month.
brunch with your girlfriends every week? That shit, all of that bullshit. All these look,
Ugh.
all these every year birthday parties and and cookouts and shit. That watch a lot of this shit. People
Make
gonna go
50 a
back to living.
bash.
They are gonna go back to living. Like I went to college in Mississippi, and it was crazy because when I went to college in 1990, trust me, Mississippi was still in poverty for real. But they was happy, bro. They had cookouts, they had fish fries, they had the blues, they had everything. But those people were more happy than the people in Cleveland. The people in Cleveland are miserable.
Mm.
They're
And
miserable
that
people.
goes to show you don't need people like you said caught up in material things and think they gotta have all this. But happiness has nothing to do with you
Happiness is
having
showing up,
all this.
brother.
That's it. That's all
Showing
it
up with a
is.
positive attitude.
And being just being there for somebody. That's good. Now we're gonna move on to this next subject, which I think you guys are gonna have a good time with this one. The lady in the video, she stressed the fact that her kids ain't eating 5 days. And it's the taxpayer's job to take care of her kids.
JT, you
I
have it.
just want to know, is
Have
it
at
really
it.
the taxpayer's job to take care of a woman's 5 kids? Because she said they ain't
See,
5 days.
when I see
And they done
stuff
stopped
like
the
that,
check.
I believe that's AI generated. Ain't nobody that stupid to say
No.
nothing like that.
Yeah.
No.
Man, they've been
You can't
collecting
make
that
me believe
loan.
that. You can't make me
Mr.
believe that.
David, they've been collecting that loan stamps or whatever. They really relying on this stuff, man.
I get relying on it, but I
And
don't believe
they
they're gonna be that
regulars with the
dumb.
money.
You're gonna be that dumb to come on camera and say somebody owe you, somebody should pay for some shit that you know that you're getting it because of circumstances and not because of what you earned or no shit like that. So when I see stuff like that, those videos make me think those are the videos that people see and they be sitting there saying, motherfuckers really think like that. They can't. They can't. You got to be an idiot to think like that, man.
Well, that's what it's idiots out here. Because it's people who think like that. It's absolutely
That
idiots.
lady ain't that's AI generated. That lady ain't say that.
No, that ain't JT, you think it's the
Nah,
taxpayer's
she
job?
did say
What's
it.
that,
She
JT?
did say it.
Yeah, she said it.
I said she did. And there's so much I want to say in response to that, but I'm not because it's gonna come off real bad. It really is. I think she's a fool. I think she's an idiot. I think that it is not my job to pay for you and your kids. It's just almost like the stepfather conversation. I did not lay down and make babies with you. Therefore, why should I be responsible for paying it? And for her to put that on taxpayers versus the government shutdown, I lost $1,800 last month. $1,800, and I need my little $1,800. I need it, but the reality is not my responsibility to take care of you, your kids that you don't have from all these other dudes and all that. You sound like an idiot.
Well, let me ask you this.
And then you doing TikTok, you think your content is hot, and obviously it's not.
Well, let me ask you this, then, since we on that subject. What do you even think she got the concept to believe that it's the taxpayer's job?
She been on it too long. God damn it, that's the only thing she could have taken. That's the only way it makes you think like that. You've been getting something for so long. See, this is it. This is the thing. Everybody got to understand when you're getting the free ride, at some point that car gonna stop.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna have to get the fuck off. But because when you abuse that shit, you believe it's yours. You take ownership of it. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's their job. And now when that shit get cut off and motherfuckers stop wanting to give, now all of a sudden it's everybody else's fault.
I mean, because it's been people that's been on Snap or whatever you want to call it. They didn't raise their kids off that stuff.
Generations, brother. It was set up. It was designed for that.
Right.
But one more time, all good things come to an end. They designed it so the black man can be put out the crib. Black woman feel like she got her own independence. And then they divided us against the black women because black women seem to only like you when you can do something for them. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? So now they're at the point where black dudes like, fuck it, we going back to this right here. Why am I buy this? And then you got a whole bunch of cars over there, over there. That's a little cheaper. Because, like you say, when you meet some of them now, you get the ones that's established. So you come in that house, you got to help with some house notes, you got to help with a car note, you got to help with some insurance. Go get the one that ain't had shit before. And drop off $200 a month, and you win it.
Say now you done came up.
It shouldn't be ugly, man.
Well, mission accomplished is all I can say. Based on the platform of what you said, what you set it to do, what it's supposed to do. Mission accomplished.
What we talked about 4 months ago is gonna be a whole lot of homeless women.
Yeah.
Why I see 2 yesterday?
What?
On Mayfield. I just shook my head like.
Yeah, by the year 2035, there'll be more homeless women than men. You women better get back with these men and what you said you didn't need, and that.
Well, get your new one and like him, because you can't act like you like him no more. They can't stay in character that long.
They can't stay in character.
Hell no. Then they be talking about, I was wrong. This ain't working for me. Because when you hear them lines right there, that mean they found a better upgrade.
Yeah.
So no, let's listen.
Yeah.
I got mine.
Hey, Tim, let me back. My shit got disconnected. Wait for Tim to let me back in.
No, you all.
I can hear you. Can you hear us? You back in?
You can't hear us?
I hear y'all, but I can't see you.
Oh, go all the way out and come back in. Yeah, he got to go all the way out and come back.
He left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll be
listen.
back. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Yeah,
hard time make a monkey eat pepper.
Hey, and looking at the young lady at the end, the one who said this is what dating looked like in 2025, she was acting as a man. She said, this is crazy. In other words, she didn't even, I'm just saying, women don't
said nothing Mrs. Davis ain't said 3-4 weeks ago. I'm telling you, the requirements is too much, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She looking at it now from a man's perspective. She going, oh, this thing is crazy. This is what they asking from me. And she went over everything. I gotta have this. I gotta do that. You gotta.
I'm gonna keep it real.
That's why she
said some of them asking for women that want to be men. I don't give a fuck where it come from. Man, it is what it is, brother.
I'm like, like I say, this concept. I know it got put out here. I know the internet had a lot to do with massaging these young ladies' minds to make them think that their value is worth.
But what you think the new reality check go bring? Oh, this gonna bring so many crash outs.
Yeah, we talking about therapy heaven. I might need to stop doing podcasts and start going to the therapy because that's what's gonna be the new.
Hey, first of all, shout out to Kevin Samuels. I'm telling. First of all, he told him a long time. Don't nobody want to listen. They want to look at him like he's stupid.
He said, "Winter is coming. Winter is coming." Man, I tell you, and you know what? My heart actually go out to some of these young ladies because they my sisters, and I believe that.
I told mine too. Listen,
I believe some of them can bounce back, but man, you're gonna have to open that horizon of your mind.
You're gonna have to have a jazz mentality, man.
Oh my goodness!
Nah, Jazz got the right mentality. At the end of the day, more men to be more receptible to Jazz mentality too. Because one more time,
Let me explain. Hey, Davis, again, brother, you on point. Jasmine is wifey material. She just don't know it.
She don't know it.
And if she
scary.
learns
But
how to kind of
hey,
mute herself,
I don't know if she don't know it. I just believe this. Relationship's scary as hell.
Yeah,
And a lot of them don't want to take that chance.
it's a gamble. It's a big
Because,
gamble. Investment.
but it's getting to the point where they're going to have. It's not staying in character. No, this going to have to be how you live. Like I say, and it's going to take a minute. Like they say, it's going to take a minute because these motherfuckers they've been enjoying this. If it takes 10 years to set a mindset, it's going to take 10 years to break it.
Yeah, at least a decade, at least, no less.
Because
I ain't arguing.
You got some motherfuckers sitting there like, that ain't happening. you really finna be called to 5s and 6s now, motherfucker. Why you talking that shit? Them motherfuckers, it's gonna be very rare air for 8s.
You said 8 gonna get pushed down to a 6.
Come on, man. You finna see them. You finna see them at their bad. You finna see them shooting bad. Hey,
look here.
There's gonna be so many natural women walking around this motherfucker.
Not natural. not now. Look here. The clip did show Kevin Samuels explaining about him having, like you say, shout out to Kevin Samuels as well. Him having white clients, and those men, he said, were really pissed at
No,
because black women always think that there's an escape, that the white man is an scapegoat from the black man. Like, well, I'll just go give me a white man. He said they were really how they really feel about black women. They really pissed because they make them seem like they just available when they need them, the white man. And he said no, they didn't.
Well, first of all, tell them don't feel bad. That's the way they fucking make us feel. Don't feel too bad about it.
They would say, "What he better. He'll treat me better." And he said, "These white men thought totally different. They didn't say, yeah. It's like, don't even come over here. We don't want you."
Ask Monique. That's all.
Yeah, please
He's gonna make her pop over here with that one.
Hey,
yeah, man.
Hey,
So
let me tell you something. When I want a black woman, I go all out for that black woman. You understand what I mean? Roses to the job. Like, damn, how'd you know where I worked at? And I figured it out, bitch. Like, you told me. You didn't give me.
Don't worry about
But
how
you
I got
told
here.
me.
Just enjoy the breakfast.
it's called Google, baby. Google Map.
What?
I got an AirPod under
I ain't going that far, but
under your wheel well.
He didn't track the phone. But
here's
the
the
thing. This is my thing.
I love the endangered species. And black women are endangered species. So if you see the one that gets your gears going, your gears grinding, and then you talk to her and she mentally challenges you, and you just feel like, God damn, like you talk a little much, but I'm feeling this, I go all in.
Okay, all
now
in.
if you just a dumb bitch, it could have been forever, and I don't want to, do specifics, and I'm not gonna do specifics.
Oh no, I ain't just talking about
the one that's like, oh,
yeah, but when you say this advice, other men, okay, I went all in, I did this, and then I got this outcome right here. That's the same as when a woman go all in and they get the outcome they get. It's trauma. So why go all in? Why go all in until somebody proves to you that they deserve it? Because this me. If you meet a woman and she likes it, she'll meet you at the park. She'll meet you in. It don't have to cost you shit. When they start charging your ass, it's a 50-50 chance she even like you. When you start
I'm about
volunteering,
to blow your heart.
just hold on for a second.
I'm
But all I'm saying is, when you start volunteering your wallet, you open their minds up to things that this is how it's going to be. This guy does this and does this like this, A, B, and C. So then when you get to a point where you feel like that's all she appreciates now, can you actually blame her? Because that's what you led with. You led with the flowers. You led with the dinner. You led with taking her place. You led with all of these things that she didn't earn.
absolutely because I was hunting.
Huh?
No, we didn't know each other. I was hunting.
Okay.
This was a previous relationship.
So you put the
Now,
bait
let me
out there.
No, it was no bait, like bait and switch. No, it wasn't no bait. It was I am genuinely interested in you. I want to know you. I want to date you. I want
But
to
the
be
average
with
woman,
you.
comes with this wall up. So by the time you do all of these things to show her how much you like her, she looking at this whole thing like, I don't believe this dude for real. I don't believe this. I don't believe that. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you
Oh,
sending
absolutely.
if you sending flowers to somebody's job and you don't really have you didn't get that information from her, then that means you working your ass off, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, and I had no regrets about that. But I'll explain this to you. When I started fucking with my wife, like I was a little underwater. I'm like, yo, I need X, Y, Z. He's like, bet here. I was like, oh shit, help me out of bond, right? Then I'd just be at the house chilling. She would show up to the job with lunch, show up to the job, like, let's take a picture, show up everywhere I was at, like, let me give you this. I remember one time I
It's a
just,
lot of them that do that.
well, I ain't experienced that shit.
It's a lot of them
She
that do
put,
that.
she said, take me to the bank.
Huh?
She said, take me to the bank. I was like, what you need to go to the bank for? She's like, just run me up there. She did her banking. She came out with a fat ass envelope. Put 2 racks in my hand. I ain't never had, not even my own family.
And
Never
y'all
had that shit.
wait, but so y'all was together how many years?
We weren't even together a year when that shit was going
I'm
down.
just saying, no, I get, but couldn't that be in your business? She done got that investment back.
Oh, she got it back triple.
So that's
Me.
my point. So at the end of the day, some people are just genuinely good people, but that's an investment.
That wasn't the point, but I'll leave that alone.
I know I get what you're saying, but like I say, all I'm asking is sometimes when you move that fast, huh?
When I say triple, I mean triple. I could put a Cash App, PayPal, Zelle screen up here and show you how much money she been sent over the last 3-4 years, and it's even more than triple.
So my thing is, so why instead of looking at it like somebody got my back, why they ain't looking at it more that this is an investment? Because hold on, if it came the same way, and she just met you, and they ask, they don't give a fuck 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they ask for whatever they need. So if you come through in that situation, does that automatically mean that you care about her, or does it mean you investing in something? See, I believe we don't take enough time.
What it means is, all I was saying, what it means to is this was the first woman that I've dated in my adult life that gave first.
Well, it's kind of hard since when they start off, you drop the flowers and shit. You got to give her a minute. You got to give her a minute.
See, I think I'm conflicting in situation. Nah. The one I gave the flowers to, she ain't made no money. She couldn't do what I could do for her. She couldn't. She kind of lied about what she did and how much money she made, but I'm talking about my wife now. When I first met her, man, come home. I work 5 minutes away from the job. Come home, lunch ready. I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, like, nigga, I'm starving. And I'm talking about go downstairs and cook a meal.
So
Never had that.
in the last 3 years of that marriage,
And then
was all of that stuff still going on?
absolutely not.
So that's why I asked you last week.
No.
How would that make you feel after you gave 100% and you find out a woman only giving you 60?
Mr. Davis, I like you. I like you a lot. But I want to be very honest with you.
Okay.
The amount of abuse of suffrage that I've had from black women have completely reshifted my mind, my focus, and what I want to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I've been hurt. I've had a son taken from me by a woman I dated. I told y'all about that last week. Raised him 7 years. My first wife had a baby with another nigga. Tried to prove it was mine. I intercepted the DNA results and I came home from work one day after a fucked up day at work and saw that this little girl who I thought was mine was not mine. Black women have damaged me to a point where right now I don't want to date. I don't want to screw. I don't want to get to figure out dynamics. The only thing I want to do is concentrate on me. Get my money up. Get back to my Jag, BMW, whatever. It's about me right now.
That's fair.
And we are living in it's about me, and I don't feel bad about it.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, girl hit me the other day, like send my mama food because I need it.
It's too. It makes no sense to feel bad about it. I'm telling you, that's what happened as the past, and like you say, you grew from it. And at this point, with what you just said, you're absolutely correct. You need the person you need to spend some time with is you.
Yeah.
But like I say, when it comes down to that 100%, you know what I'm saying? When you have a vetting process and you sit there and say, okay, I got this chick and she don't eat meat and I eat meat. I need to understand what we have in common. I need to understand the strengths and the weaknesses before all of that, opening doors and buying flowers and all this other shit, because at the end of the day, they can walk away just like we can. They can change their mind just like we can. You understand what I'm saying? But you'll find that one that's loyal opposed to one that's investing. Because the investment is I pay $2,000 to get $10,000 over the long haul. But if you're not showing, if you can't stay in character for a long period of time, it's just not who you are.
Yeah, and I get that, and I respect that. And getting back to what we were even talking about with the lead-in question, the economy is falling. Black women are being targeted. Their interests, their needs, their makeup, their bags, their vacations, everything else that they come with, and everything they want, I cannot provide. Man, I can provide, but I'm not going to.
That's fair.
I'm not going to.
That's good.
And my point is,
I ain't going to
you got
kids. I'm dead serious.
I can't give you what you want, sweetie.
You're not a good man, Mr. Davis.
Lies. I love my baby. Love my lady.
You're not a good man if you're not going to spend all your money.
I didn't say I was going to spend all my money. I just said all the things he named. That ain't on the list.
That's good. That's good.
Because all it does is add debt.
Yeah, that's all it does.
Well,
if we're in that's recession bound, vacations, bags, MAC lipstick, or MAC products are not in the budget. And truthfully, you can do without the shit. You don't want to.
I agree with that. I agree with that a lot.
Absolutely.
A lot of them can do without it. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you still see, this is what the hunger go always be. As long as you got Facebook, TikTok, and all that other shit, that hunger go always be there, because it doesn't take but 2 or 3 motherfuckers to still be doing it for the rest of them to believe they should be doing the same shit still.
See, that's why I say it has to take a woman with a mindset that understands what JT was just saying, it doesn't take all that she doesn't need all of those things that those women you talk about on TikTok.
But women don't do
Like I
that
say,
shit for us.
man, there's some out here. I ain't say all of them.
Right.
But but you got to run across her. She like the diamond in the rough because it's women out here to believe that I don't need all of this just for you to make me happy. It's
Right.
some, you know.
Oh, and you right, but watch this. Here go the problem. It won't be the ones that a motherfucker chasing. They've been out here. They the ones that had the cookouts in the backyard every Saturday and Friday. They still out. They the family orientated ones. And everybody else go out and pick the ones that buy the Mac makeup, buy the ones that put this fake shit on, buy the ones that buy fake titties, buy the ones that buy fake ass. But then the ones that are happy are the motherfuckers that don't have none of that shit. And take it from a dude at the end of the day that's done had that shit. That shit is miserable.
Which one? The woman who? Which woman?
Having things. Let me tell you. I told you before. The only person that give a fuck about money is people that don't have. I
just want the people to know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
But at the end of the day, you can have all of them things: the big house, 3-4 cars in the driveway, the swimming pool outside, and then realize that you're still not happy, brother.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, material.
I don't give a fuck what you do with that shit. Happiness comes from doing what you want to do, not doing what the masses does. And then once you get that shit, you realize it was a waste of time. Just like you have so many women that always focus on a ring when they get engaged. I want this big old ring. I want this when I get married. But the ring is the smallest purchase you go make throughout that marriage. And then you wonder why white women take a ring, that's a band.
Now come out bubble gum machine.
Cause that bitch crib gonna be 300,000. Black chick want a $40,000 ring, but then they gotta wait 3-4 years for they get a house.
Or in their husband's mama's basement.
I ain't gonna do it like that. They gonna rent. They got 40,000. They gonna be able to do something. But one more time, that right there.
Ain't that backwards hustling?
Always. But it's always what the woman want that ain't paying for shit.
But before we put it on them, if we want to be head of the household, we got to put that on us.
What part about what part I gotta put on? Wait, hold on. Slow, I just want you clear. What part I gotta put on me to be the head of the household? Huh?
I'm saying most of them want a sense of security, financially, emotionally, and spiritually.
See, that's what they want. Okay, what do a man want? Because as an average man, as an average man, what do you get for those things that you give? That's all I'm asking. What do you think? All them things that you just named, if you give all them things, what do you expect to get?
You can't expect nothing when it comes to relationships.
But she can expect all that shit out of me. That's what you just said.
Yeah.
So the man get nothing in return now.
Got me fucked up. I'm out that store. I ain't shopping in that store. If I go get a meal and pay for it, I deserve to be satisfied after I leave that motherfucker.
You're supposed to come out with an empty bag.
Yeah, it'd be like, here, take that shit. That's crazy. No, that shit ain't gonna work.
Got nothing to do with crazy, but it's the reality. It's the reality.
Well, shit, the reality.
As a man,
the reality is you keep your shit, I'm gonna keep mine.
You're gonna give more than you get. Yes or no?
He said you're gonna give more than you get in a relationship.
It ain't gotta be like that. It don't have to be like that, just like you said.
It shouldn't be like that.
I don't want to put I don't want to put my business out there, but let me tell you something. I met the right one.
Put your business out there. We got time. Go ahead.
It's great. I'm talking. Mine get a what you want for breakfast, babe? What you want for dinner? We have our phone calls, our chats all day long. At the end of the day, you want bath water ran, you want this, you want it's because of what when she asks me, I get my ass up too.
Okay,
You understand what I'm saying?
Fair deal, fair deal.
So at the end of the day,
sound like 50-50
I don't know
to
if
me
it
over
has
there.
to be. I don't know if it has to be more. Just like example, I cut the grass the other day. My old lady cook every day. My old lady makes sure I eat every day. So when it's tonight garbage night, when I get over here with y'all, I'm going to take the gut. She ain't got to ask.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? When I go out there, she want her ride wash, she'll say, babe, put a little water. I'm gonna knock that out. We don't go through that. It don't have to be hard, bro. When you don't know who you're dealing with, that's when that shit becomes hard. When you sit there and you have no expectations, shit, you ain't gonna get shit. If I got a car, that motherfucker
My
say
brother,
160, I at least want to do 140. Huh?
Let me just say this to you. I think it's a transverse. When you know who you're dealing with, when the real them shows up, then that's where the beef comes. She put the show on to get you. And we all have drank that Kool-Aid.
Yeah, we have, but here go the thing.
If she stays calm.
See, drink the Kool-Aid is cool. Going back to the store, keep buying that same shit that ain't fulfilling is where you fuck up at. See, I believe relationships are meant for us to know what the fuck we don't want. And if you know what you don't want, you got to know what you want. You understand? I think it's hand in hand. You have failed relationships to say, this is the type of woman I want. This is the type of life I want to live. This is A, B, and C. But to continue to date the same type of broad, to continue going into the same game with the same game plan and ain't winning. That's a foolish move. Just like you say, if you ain't learned shit else, just from what I heard, you learned this, that regardless to what the fuck you do, there still ain't no guarantee she gonna be true. So at the end of the day, you have your non-negotiables, just like she got her non-negotiables. And if her non-negotiables sound anything like that list of shit that lady said, or that list of shit that you think is a woman's requirement, I want that.
So you don't want it, huh?
I ain't signing up for that. And I'm talking about, you have to, if you want to be, see, when people start talking about the head of the household, I don't give a fuck who make the most money. It's who make the most, who has the final say so on the decisions. At the end of the day, a man's job to me is to protect, promote, and provide. You understand what I'm saying? You protect your household, you promote the people in it, and you provide for them. At the end of the day, that's it. Yeah, that other list of shit that y'all add, you get that shit to somebody that want to pick them up. But all of those extra things that you added that I did not name is an inconvenience to the man. And if you're a real man, you're not going to be inconvenienced like that, bro.
So you're not going to accept that?
Hell, shit. Women don't.
Yeah, they will tell you what they will and will not accept. You're right.
And guess what? And you should be, just like they ask you to be honest up front, and you be honest up front, I can't fuck with that.
Y'all hear that man out there? Listen to Mr. Davis. Be honest up front. Tell them what you ain't taking.
Because we all done failed. We all done found one or two or 10 that was just knocked you off your feet. Just like you say, conversation was great. She was fine, A, B, and C. But somewhere along that line, see, this is where it get tricky. When you as a man start really enjoying the conversation that your old lady having with you, you better start paying attention and ask yourself, is she just this intellectual or is she your competition? I don't want my lady to I want mine to come outside the box. I want us to educate each other. But if I got one that thinks like me, I'm gone. I don't want to date me. And I don't think no man should. And right there is when you find out what type of woman you got. If you got a woman that competes with you, get rid of her. Get rid of her.
Can't no man compete with me the way I feel. I understand.
Yeah, but sometimes our arrogance get in the way.
Knowledge.
But sometimes our
arrogance. Certainty.
Yeah, but you just sat there.
I'm not gonna be like, if I'm dating you and you say, well, I got my GED and I went to dental hygienist school. I mean, that's where we stop. I don't give a
Stop right
fuck
there.
how fine you were. That's where we stop.
But why not say
Because you don't
why not
understand
say
my world.
what's your future plans? Why not? I'm talking about this real. Every majority of the ladies that I have great relationships with, I've upgraded, and I didn't upgrade with financial. I upgrade with support. My old lady just went back to school last year. Listen, what assignments you got? Let's do this, get this work done. It ain't gonna take but 6 months for it to be done. You understand what I'm saying? I got you. We're gonna do A, B, and C. If I got a woman that has potential, I'm not gonna give up on her. Now, if you got one that wants to got a dental hygiene thing and she say this is where the cap is, this is where I want to stay, then yeah, it's time to move on. But if you have a conversation and she say, no, you know, my bigger dream is to be a dentist. Okay, let's find out what you got to do because you're the educator. Let's find out what you got to do to be a dentist. Let's find out how much it's gonna change your life, what it's gonna make for you, how you gonna be a
Don't do that.
huh?
Don't do that. Because it's hard enough to do what we do every day as educators. You know that.
Uh-huh.
So if I gotta be at work for 9, 10 hours a day, raising YNs and trying to get them out of that, and then come home and try to raise a baby YN with my wife, that's a problem.
It's but watch this, but one more
Not
time.
me, my
That's
wife,
the problem.
anybody
Wait,
I
but
would
that's
date.
the
That's a
problem we
problem.
chose. At the end of the day,
That's a problem.
if they can take some of us with the baggage and the fucked up bringing up that we had, then we should be able to support them and the shit. This is just me. That's if you got one that needs to, man. Every woman needs to be pushed. Everybody, every man needs to be pushed. We can't ask a woman to be my motherfucking backbone if I ain't hers. I can't ask my old lady to be my rock if I ain't her rock. And if my old lady don't know something, guess what? It's my job to put her up on game. I ain't gonna send my old lady outside in the street trying to figure this shit out on her own when she got somebody here that can help her. See, that selfishness, that mentality though, I'm talking about you
Handsome.
just like you. You can we grew from something. So if a broad sitting there saying, I'm in school, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, I ain't gonna throw out the door until I find out where this plan going. But if you sit there and say you sound real shit, you sound like the broad sound when they say, well, nigga work such I wouldn't date a janitor, I wouldn't date this motherfucker, I wouldn't date that. Then you're not in the dating game to really want to be with that person. You're in the dating game for that motherfucker to be able to take care of you. So my thing is this.
Now let me say this to you, good bro. And I'm not even about to go hard at you for what you just said, because I think it's coming from a place of love.
Yeah, most
I
definitely.
think it's coming from a place of, hey, brother, I want a different perspective on things. But you know, my mother told me before she died in 2020. Let me tell you what my mother told me. She's like, your problem is you want to save motherfuckers that can't be saved. And that's your duty as a social worker. That's your duty as a black man. That's your duty. You saved your sons. You raised your boys. You have done everything that life has asked of you. You've given your clients money, which you shouldn't have. You've provided Christmases for families that didn't have it. And while neglecting your own family, I've done everything that's been asked of me as a man, not only professionally, but professionally, socially, and personally. So I understand what you're saying, and
I was
you're
gonna
dead
say
on
because
it.
it ain't nothing I done said don't sound what your mama said. What your mother said was absolutely correct. Your mother said what she
You,
said was absolutely correct. How much of you
I
are you willing to give? Just like my question to every woman that I meet before I met the one I got. What are you willing to sacrifice for what you want? And if women can't answer that fucking question, you leave. Because if they can't answer the question, they don't know what they have of value. Because that's what you gonna sacrifice fucking with somebody. Like, if I got to give it all, you got to give it all. I can't accept 60. I can't accept 70. I can't accept
man,
none of that bullshit.
so here's the reality behind that. You might have found your one. Might have found your one. I'm still married. We're living apart. It fucking sucks. I wish I could hold my wife every night. I wish we could figure out a way where we're both happy, the money flows in both directions, but it doesn't. And I miss her. But I will never put myself in this situation again. That's
But the question
self-destruction.
is, but the question
And
is,
we do
when you go take yourself out of the situation you in now, because you can never. This me and you talking, it's coming from a place of you can never say that I'm taking time for myself, but you hoping for something else to happen. Either you go sit there and make a decision whether or not I'm gonna be I'm gonna step out on faith and I'm gonna do me, and I'm really gonna do me. But the conversation I get from you straddling the fence. You're straddling the fence. If things turn out, if you want your marriage, go to your lady, put your heart on the table, do what you do, and get your lady. But if you straddling the fence, then you ain't gonna do nothing but confuse you. And at the end of the day, it's not gonna get you any closer to being happy. When you said what you said earlier, take this time for yourself to find a place that makes you happy. Then go and try to deal with what somebody else can give you. Because here go the problem, brother. I'm telling you from somebody from experience. If you can't make you happy and you need something else to go with it, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Because happiness starts with you.
Yeah.
Happiness starts with you. And if you're not willing to give it to yourself other than give it all the way to everybody else, then you're going to always be the loser, because just what your mother said in so many terms, nice guys finish last, bro. Nice guys finish last.
No, nice guys. They don't finish first. I'm being a nice guy.
What place you in, motherfucker? Shit. What place you in?
If you do nice things come back to you.
And then motherfuckers will come to you and say, you know what, I want to do this. I figured I changed my mind on. No, man. Listen. It's ways. I've been in all types of situations, brother. But I'm telling you, I'm never gonna be in a situation ever again in my life where I'm giving this much and somebody else is giving this much.
Okay, I got
Or
you.
somebody, I'm talking about if that shit ain't, well, here, I ain't in it.
So you ain't in it, huh?
Nah, come on, man. It's
y'all hit it out there. It's an equal playing field. It ain't the man got to do this just to make you happy. It should be equal, but
because 90% of the shit that he got to do to make her happy is what makes him unhappy.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm being honest. But
they'll say, but you the man. You supposed to.
I'm supposed to promote, protect, and provide. Provide means, listen, I tell them all the time, like I tell the kids. JT, you may like it. Nigga, the nouns is cool. It's the pronouns that fuck you up. You need a car. You don't need a Benz. You need to eat. We don't got to be. We ain't got to be down at the Marble Room. You want to eat.
4 wheels that roll. Yeah, 4 wheels that roll. That's all you need.
That's it. And I'm talking about understand who you are and what you willing to sacrifice. And I'm talking about that as the man too.
So basically, you saying a relationship is strictly about sacrifice.
You got to give up something, bro. Yeah. You got to. And it can't just be some dick and pussy. It can't just be that.
But come on, y'all. Give me y'all last thoughts on this, and we're gonna go wrap it on up. But go ahead, JT.
Shout out to Mr. Davis. He had a little empathy tonight, and I appreciate that.
He did therapy tonight.
No, we all have been there. No, we all have been there.
That's true. I'm just saying. I'm
talking about tonight. If I can't be honest with you, and as much as you try to be honest on here, then I ain't fair. I'm talking about, dog, I had my shit ripped out of my chest too, and guess what? Didn't like it. Guess what? Ain't gonna happen no more.
How you know? It might be another side of your heart somebody can get a hold too.
You asked me, motherfucker. Let me tell you something.
Look, man, let y'all do.
I ain't taking that. Listen. I had it, but the wrap up tonight is this.
Right. Go ahead.
Ladies.
Don't worry about the music.
Listen.
Just getting started.
What my dude? Ladies, winter is coming. It's here.
Not winter is coming.
Put your shit together.
Hey, Mr. Davis said it. I didn't say. He said winter's coming.
Man, look at the statistics. Shit, they gonna fuck around and find themselves with a motherfucker they never thought they'd be with. That's all you gonna hear.
Hey, he cross-eyed it. He's like, I love him. But yeah, like you say,
All right,
this
I'm
thing,
good. Good night, boys.
it's all about sacrificing and man, Mr. Davis did his thing tonight, y'all. He did full blown out free therapy.
We do whatever we do whatever we gotta do for our
help
brothers.
each other, brothers, brothers helping brothers. And that's what it's all about, man. And even if you can get something from what he's saying, and to pick you up, and he put it out there.
Man, you got to start. We have to really, as black people, men and women, got to start loving yourself first.
That's it.
You start looking for that love somewhere else, you putting yourself in a bad situation.
That's it, Mr. Davis. That's the key. We got to get back. Not only because all this, I make more money than you and this and that. We got to get back to what's building the foundation. Because you can't build a house on quicksand. You got to be on the foundation.
But it's never about who does the most. It's how much we enjoy it.
Look,
you understand?
You know what I always learn? When you're in a relationship and the two people are starting to keep track of what you're doing and what
you're in competition. Got to get out of it.
Yeah, it ain't no good.
Got to get out of it. I'm talking about, man.
Did you hear that? That is some real stuff. No charge, y'all. You gotta get out of there.
Got to get out.
They try to keep track.
Hey, but all it takes, like I said, all it takes is this. If you really like a woman, you ask her to meet you somewhere simple. Right. If she agrees to meet you somewhere simple, then you got a chance. If not, if she agree to dates, any place that spends your money, other than a museum or some shit like that, but any place that spend your money means real shit that she don't really like you. And now you have to leave with your wallet. And that's the problem. These niggas leave with their wallet, and then they realize they looking at motherfucker and they looking at the ground because it's empty.
Don't start nothing you can't finish.
That's it. You can talk all day long. So start off with a conversation.
And with that being said, y'all, like, subscribe, share. Tune in next week. Maybe Mr. Davis will get some more therapy. Maybe he won't.
Hey, brother, anything.
I hope that helped somebody.
I do too, brother.
Because that was good.
I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, man.
All right. See y'all next week.